certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
And he is not going to get away. Might have got the yard, but it will set up third down.
A gain of 2 on the play. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Back to throw. Wilson. Quick throw here is complete. And he's going to be taken down short of the marker. And that is going to set up an interesting 4th down decision.
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem, and that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
They can still pick up a first down here, and they'll line up to go for it on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. That is caught! Touchdown, Dolphins! That his 2nd TD catch of the season.
You know, Mike, I think we're going to see a lot of this, and you know why? It's the new kickoff rule. So think about it. In the old days, you'd kick a field goal, you'd kick a touchback, and your opponent would have the ball on the 20. You didn't give up as much field position, but you only got 3 points. Nowadays, you go for 3 points and you kick a touchback. They get the ball on the 35. It's almost 30 yards of field position. You're just better off going for touchdowns when you get in here tight.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This one taken at the 7. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Crazy, crazy, crazy. Crazy, crazy. They'll go play action with May. He's going to air this one out. That's caught! A great connection there. They're going to bring it down inside the 35-yard line.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
On the bootleg, he'll look to throw. He's into space past the 25. And he will score! Travion Henderson. Touchdown, Patriots. That's the 5th touchdown for him on the year. The extra point is good. And the Pats will take a 21-7 lead.
Dolphins 7.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Here's Eskridge now to return it. He'll be out of bounds beyond the 20-yard line.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
On the ground, this is right. And they'll bring him down, but not until he gets to the 38-yard line. 16 yards on the game, and a quick first down.
The ability to be effective on first down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a third down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
So, first and 10 here now at the 38. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. That one into the hands of Hill. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line.
17 yards.
That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage. And it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and they're able to convert.
On the ground, here is H.N. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
From the 43, here's 2nd down and 7. Once again, it's H.N. Not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that.
I just don't love the look of this offense so far in this game, Mike. I mean, this first half, they've been flat, they've been lethargic. There hasn't been a lot of urgency, and we saw it again on this last play. Simple handoff, no gain, same story.
Here's 3rd and 7. Wilson to throw. That's caught on the right side by Waddle. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
This has been a really impressive drive, Mike, really from the start. And this is something defenses want to force offenses to do. Methodically work their way down the field, but they've been highly efficient, and now they get another first down.
Now the Patriots going to use their first timeout. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down.
Ready, break. Ready. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
They'll toss it here to H.N. Nice job finding the seam. Gain of about 9. Just a yard short of that first down. Now it's 2nd and 1. A run, and it's H.N. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
The offense thinks that they can just kind of plow this one up there in the middle and keep the chains moving, but not on this defense. Not only do they not pick up the first down, but after suffering that loss, now they've got some decisions to make on 3rd down.
3rd and 2. Now Wilson. Now a deep ball toward the end zone. He's looking for Jalen Wright out of the backfield. And that'll set up 4th down.
I like the idea of taking your shot there on 3rd down, pushing the ball downfield, looking for the touchdown. But now as it brings up 4th down, you're already this close. You're in field goal range, but do you keep that offense on the field and try to maintain possession and see if you can come away with 6?
They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson. This one incomplete. The defense up to the challenge there. They force the incompletion, and they'll take the ball over on down. On play action, here's May. He's going to look for the home run ball. That is caught. And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score. 73 yards. Touchdown, New England. What a half he is putting together. That's his 3rd touchdown already. Borregales now for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Patriots add on one more as they extend their 2nd quarter lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Here's Eskridge now to return it. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
On the double. Here we go. 60 license.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. That is caught left side by Waddle. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40. Now Miami going to use the second of their timeouts. And they'll get a chance to talk things over after picking up that first down.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Okay, break. Let's go now. Hot, set, hot, go.
Now it's Wilson. Sending it deep for Waddle. And that ball out of reach toward the sideline. It'll be an incompletion.
Brings up
We'll try again. It's second and 10.
1918.
Out of the gun, it's Wilson. He's going to try it here again. And they bring him down there, but it is inside the 10. It is going to be first and goal.
3 yards.
A big-time play for the Dolphins. 53 yards.
First and goal at the 8-yard
Both
line.
pre-snap and post-snap, this is about as well done as you can do at the quarterback position. Get in and out of the right call, identifying the holes along the back end, and then the throw. You can't put it in a better spot. I mean, that's just a big-time play.
Wilson will throw again. This one caught at the 4. The Dolphins going to use their final timeout here. They'll stop the clock at 24 seconds to go until halftime.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
Again, Wilson. To the goal line and in. Jalen Wright. Touchdown, Miami. Now Sanders on for the extra point. He's got it. And the Dolphins are able to edge a bit closer.
Patriots 28, Dolphins 14. Jake Bailey set to kick
They
off.
didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. On the return, here's Isaiah Pacheco. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
Ball rests at the 37. It's first and 10. New England going to take their second timeout, and it'll come with 15 seconds to play in this first half.
Crazy. Here goes front.
On first and 10, here's May. On the run to the right. A throw out wide. That is dropped. That could be a live football. Well, the quarterback just kept going back and back. You're wondering, what is he going to do? And, well, there's the answer. He's going to give the defense 2 points.
Yeah, and you have to wonder, Mike, did he just lose track of actually how far he was retreating? And at some point, you think that ball's going to come out, and he's going to throw it away and move on to the next down, but he didn't, and now the defense is going to take advantage and get 2 points.
This will be returnable from his own 15. And he'll be taken down as the next drive will begin there.
Ready.
On first down, Wilson pushed out to his left, and he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play.
Jake Bailey set to kick off.
Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. Now, here comes a return from the 9. Get across the 20, mark them at the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
Off the play fake, here's May. Now he'll air one out. And the ball out of the reach of the receiver. Falls incomplete.
I'll tell you what, Mike, with this guy's speed, he's not an easy target to overthrow. So that's one of those where they're telling this quarterback, throw it with everything you got. Just lay it out there. And more times than not, he's going to run under it. But in this case, just a little bit too much on it. He winds up overshooting his man.
2nd and 10.
Crazy. Five. Hey, crazy.
Working out of the gun, it's May. Again, working deep downfield. And that is incomplete.
So if this was an NBA game, Mike, we call that a heat check. He wasn't even open, but you know what? With the success that they've had all game so far, he's just saying, you know what? Everything we do is coming up right. I'm just going to give my guy a shot. And this time the defense had him covered, but expect him to continue to look his way. He's had a monster day.
Throwing on 3rd down is May. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there, make things difficult defensively, and it sets up 4th down. Patriots ready for the punt.
Formation for the Patriots.
Back deep, it's Tyreek Hill. This one fielded out beyond the 25.
You know, it's so hard to say what goes wrong in these bad snaps, Mike. You know, sometimes it's mechanics, sometimes it's concentration, sometimes, frankly, it's just bad luck and things go sideways, but he puts a little bit too much juice on it, ends up out of the punter's reach, and now they're heading back to the sideline knowing they just put their defense in a really bad spot.
Made out on 1st and 10. A ball deep for the end zone. This one batted away. It's incomplete. Good hands there in the end zone, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, if you're going to target him in the end zone, you better come correct, man, because this guy, he embraces those moments of one-on-one coverage when it matters the most, and I think he just saved 6 by getting his hands on that one.
Good. Hey, what's that? Crazy.
On 2nd down, it's May. He'll get this out to Henderson. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15. 22 yards, the pickup there. Good for a Patriots first down.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
To throw on 1st down is May. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
This is teach tape for man defense, Mike. I mean, he is not looking back at the quarterback at all. He is in the hip pocket of his receiver. He's staying in phase and in rhythm, and then he knows when the wide receiver's hands go up, attack the ball, and that's about as good as it gets.
That is caught out wide on the RPO. And he's into the end zone yet again. Touchdown, New England. And that is touchdown number 25 on the year. The extra point, up and good. And the Pats will extend this third quarter lead.
16.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Here's Eskridge now to return it. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive.
Over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Now, Wilson. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Robert Spillane. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
The Patriots take over.
This is really becoming a key element to playing quarterback in the NFL, Mike, the ability to play off script and use your legs to extend the play. I think in this case, he needs to tuck that ball down and become a runner.
And they cannot contain him at all. He's into the end zone yet again. Touchdown, Patriots. He is having a performance to remember. That is 5 touchdowns for him in this one game. The extra point now for Borregales. The kick is good. And the Patriots tack on one more to their lead.
Patriots 42, Dolphins 16.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Here's Eskridge now to return it. He's across the 20 to the 21. That's where the drive will begin.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Now the Patriots are going to use their first timeout, and they'll get a chance to catch their breath over on the sideline. This drive starts at the 21. It's first and 10.
Here we go, set.
They'll run with Wright, and that play going nowhere. The defense all over that one. They'll bring him down for a big loss.
The 17-yard line.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
From the shotgun, Wilson. He's going to air this one out, looking for Hill. That is brought in. And he's going to take this one all the way. 83 yards. Touchdown, Miami.
Jason Sanders.
I think so often, Mike, we put so much stock, and really unnecessarily so, in how strong all these quarterbacks' arms are. Because for most throws, it doesn't really matter, but tell you what, for this last throw, there's just not a lot of guys in the league that can not only throw it that far, but be that accurate. And you got a receiver with some speed that can get a step or two on the defender, throw it up, and it results in 6.
This fielded at about the 9. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field.
Their own 22-yard line.
Here's May to throw it on first down. That was down the field, but it is incomplete. Trying to get it to Kyle Williams there. And it'll bring up second down.
Certainly not one of his better throws, but what I've loved out of this quarterback today, Mike, was just how aggressive he's remained throughout the entire course of the game. Continue to push the ball downfield. Even if it falls incomplete, it opens up everything else in this passing game, and they've had their way so far today. They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Crazy, you're gonna start. Eddie, what's up? Hey, five. Crazy.
Operating from the shotgun, it's May. He's got his man. It's Diggs. So it'll be 1st and 10. They'll scrimmage at the 33.
That's good for the Patriots. First down.
They'll go play action with May. He's going to take a shot down the field. That's caught. And they will bring this into the red zone. Big connection inside the 20. It's another big play in a game that's had its share. And even 50 yards. Here's May again. That's in the end zone and intercepted. Picked by the former Bruin out of UCLA. And the Dolphins will take over at their own 14-yard line.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown, and instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. It's going to be pulled in by Wright. And they're going to get him down right at the 25. They get 11 and quickly pick up the first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
They bring the tight end in motion. They go play action with Wilson. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down.
And once he got his head around, he realized he was in danger. I mean, luckily, he was able to get rid of that ball before it turned into a negative play.
On second down, Wilson. He's going to look deep for Tyreek. He's got it! And he's going to be brought down inside the 15. It's another big play in a game that's had its share. 61 yards.
At the 14-yard line.
On the move at the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. To throw again is Wilson. That's going to be intercepted in the end zone. And the Patriots are going to have it here as they'll start from their own 7.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 7-yard line.
What's up? Hey, what's up?
Throwing on 1st and 10 is May. He'll get rid of it and complete it. There he goes again. And what an effort after the catch. He goes all the way. 93 yards. Touchdown, New England. With that, he joins Gale Sayers and Alvin Kamara, players in the Super Bowl era with 6 touchdowns in a single game. Borregales now for the extra point. It's up. and through. And the Pats are able to extend the lead.
Patriots 49, Dolphins 23.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Here's Eskridge now to return it. And he will only be able to muster the 20-yard line on that return.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Ready? Track 60. Trap 60. Trap 60. 19 wide.
Now Wilson on first down. He'll look over the middle and find his running back. And he'll be brought down up around the 38-yard line. 18 yards. What a great way to start the drive. It's a first down.
And up until this point, we haven't seen a lot go their way, but here in the third quarter, they're starting to find some plays. They're starting to get some opportunities. Just got to ask yourself if it's too little, too late.
Now a first and 10 from the 38-yard line.
60 Maverick. 60 back. Cowboy 80. 79 Bronco.
Out of the gun, it's Wilson. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up second down.
Second down and 10.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
This offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
Wilson sacked. A loss of 6 yards. And it's third down.
19 Go.
Third and long. It's Wilson. And that is incomplete. Jalen Waddle, the intended target. And that's going to lead to a fourth down.
So here in the second half, it's obvious the offense finds themselves in a tough spot, trailing by this many points. But really what makes it difficult is when you have to operate, Mike, in a comeback situation where you have to air the ball out every single play, it stresses your offensive line. It stresses your quarterback. It stresses your playmakers. It is just a really difficult way to play offensive football in the NFL, and they've got to do it really for the remainder of this half.
They'll indeed go for it with Wilson. That's going to be incomplete. They felt compelled to go for it on fourth and long. That was a big ask, and the defense turns them away.
Yeah, in this game, Mike, it's just gotten away from them here in the third quarter. They're pretty much forced every possession. They're going to have to go for it and really press the issue, and I'm not even sure if that's going to be enough to get them back into this one.
Going up top. That is caught. What a throw. Touchdown, New England. And with that, NFL history. That's the record. 7 touchdowns in one game. The PAT, up and good. And the Patriots add on to their already sizable lead.
23.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Here's Eskridge now to return it. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
On the handoff, this is Achab. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game.
Let's go now. Bronco 80.
They'll stay on the ground with Achane.
He was brought down at the 28-yard line. It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Ready.
Here now, 3rd and 5.
Set. 72 to look.
So, 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Ready.
3rd and 5.
Here we go. 60 Bison, 60 Bison. Hut, hut.
From the gun, it's Wilson. This one down the field, but lined up incomplete. Carlton Davis there defensively to break that one up.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
The offense not coming off the field, and here's 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. That is incomplete. They couldn't get the connection on 4th. Gonna give the ball over on down.
You find yourself down big. It's the 4th quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
On play action, here's May. And he cannot be stopped. He's into the end zone again. Touchdown, Patriots. This is just getting silly at this point. That's his 8th touchdown of this game. No problem there on the extra point, and the Pats stretch things out even further.
Dolphins 23.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This is fielded inside the 5. They'll get this up past the 20, and that's where they'll set up shop.
22-yard line.
On the set. Ready. Cowboy 80. Take over.
A run up the middle with Achane.
The Dolphins ball carrier. He's tackled at the 29-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up
From
second
29,
and 3.
here's 2nd down and 3.
19, Tiger. Go.
Well run with Achane. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
6-yard line.
Just feels like this has been the story of the day for this offense, just unable to get anything going on the ground, and a big reason they find themselves trailing, and another loss of yards.
3rd and 6. Here's Wilson to throw. This one broken up, It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is fourth down.
And that's exactly how you teach it. They want these defenders to time the hit, that right when the ball gets there, you separate the receiver from the ball. And those are the ones on offense, man. You just have to make that catch, Mike. I know it's easier said than done, but you know the hit's coming. You've got to squeeze that thing, brace for impact, and make it.
And he's going to be hit and taken down. They got him with a big-time rush that leads to a turnover on down.
So here, as the quarterback, you can't take that sack. You have to understand it's fourth down. While you don't want to throw a pick, you've got to get this ball out of your hand and give one of your playmakers a chance to make a play for you and extend this drive on fourth down.
Hey, here goes tonight. Ready, what's that?
That's quickly to Andrews on the RPO. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
The timing of these RPO concepts, that's the entire key. Remember, Mike, in the college game, they get a 3-yard window that they're allowed to be downfield even on a forward pass. That's not the rule in the NFL. These decisions have to be made quickly. If not, even after a good pickup, you could be coming back due to a flag. A bit of a risky throw here in the end zone, Mike, and those windows down here tight, they close so much faster in this part of the field. By the time he let it go, the defender was already in position and was able to make a play on the ball.
They'll come up to 3rd and 3.
Hey, here goes tonight. Ready, what's that?
Here's May. Quickly, they get it into the hands of Williams. And they're going to have enough to convert here. And it sets up 1st and goal.
When you run these quick smokes or tunnels, wide receiver screens, they go by a variety of names. When you throw the ball to your wide receiver behind the line of scrimmage, you're counting on the defense playing very soft, and it's all going to be run after the catch. He's able to pick up enough here to bring up first down.
From 6 yards out, it's 1st and goal. May to the air once more. That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete.
I think their sideline celebrated just a little prematurely, because if you look closer, Mike, it's pretty clear. The receiver did not possess the ball while having both feet in bounds. Missed opportunity there, incomplete.
Here's another shot from the 6. It's 2nd and goal.
Crazy. Hey, here.
May to throw again. That's hauled in at the 2. And he's so close to the goal line. Couldn't get that ball extended. They keep him out, and it sets up 3rd and goal.
These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times, and then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get one more yard? Now, for him individually, not ideal, but right now they're on the doorstep of the end zone, and they got to find a way to put that ball across the goal line.
He was looking for Stephon Diggs there. And now it's 4th and goal.
Five.
They'll go. Here's May. This one is caught on 4th and goal. They deliver. Touchdown, New England. Can you believe this performance? That is his 9th touchdown of the game. The extra point is good. And the Patriots will add one more onto their big lead.
Dolphins 23.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Here's Eskridge now to return it. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but a very solid return.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
from the 39. Here's a 1st and 10. Play action. Now Wilson. And it'll be taken down, but it takes them across midfield down to the 40-yard line. 6 catches for him in the ball game now, and this one's good for a 1st down.
You know, it's really been a one-sided game, but how often do we see in the 4th quarter the team that finds themselves down by a lot, they start to come alive. I think it's a combination of trying to end the game on a positive note, but also sometimes that defense getting a little lackadaisical.
They go play action now. Wilson. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up 2nd down.
They just have to be more creative with their route concepts, Mike. I mean, there's nobody open, nowhere to go with the ball, and quarterback's just forced to throw that one away.
Now Wilson on 2nd down. His throw left side is complete. A pickup of 15 in the air. 1st down, Miami.
And this completion certainly won't be changing the outcome of the game by any means, but I do think there is something to be said for teams that continue to fight. They continue to try to at least finish this game and have something to build off of going into next week.
Ready!
Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
The whole idea of the play-action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion. A little surprising to see them keep the ball on the ground, especially given the situation, Mike. I mean, you're trailing. You haven't had a lot of success running the ball up until this point. They need chunk plays. They need to score, and they need to score fast.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. And for a 3rd time today, he's intercepted. Picked off by Christian Gonzalez.
I gotta give credit, Mike, where credit is due. I mean, they have played a complete game in all facets of football. I mean, the scoreboard pretty much reflects what we've seen play out here over the last 4 quarters.
Crazy!
On 1st and 10, here's May. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
Crazy! No, what's that? Ready, what's that?
Off the play fake, here's May. Moving to his right. He's going to take a shot. Sends it down the middle. And they take him down. Big pickup through the air. But there is a flag on the field. Will this stand?
Yeah, you're here. Here you go. You're there. Here.
They'll go play action with May. He's going to look downfield once again. That is hard. And they will get him down at the 35-yard line.
Here goes crazy.
Off the play fake, it's May. That's to the left side and taken in by Diggs. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5.
Crazy. Now here goes tonight.
Now, faking the give. He's going to let this one go deep. Good coverage there in the end zone. That is incomplete. Terrific work. They separated the man from the football, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
5.
Here's May again. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. And truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more. I think at this point in the game, Mike, when you have things under control, not only were they able to hold on to the ball for a while, they still were able to manage to add 3 points.
This taken in at the 8-yard line. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
On 1st down, Wilson. And that's going to wind up incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, like, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball. So this is where it gets really challenging as an offense. You find yourself trailing late in the game. The defense can play you one-dimensional. They know it's a pass-first situation, so extra defensive backs, the zones and the coverage are a little bit tighter and cloudier, and he's having a hard time finding any open windows downfield.
Going for it all. He's got it! And he will take this one in. 73 yards. Touchdown, Miami. A beautiful combination in the air there. The pass downfield and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
So the late score gets them a bit closer to respectability. They'll try to get even closer with an onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
You have no choice. You find yourself down big here late in the 4th quarter, Mike. You got nothing to lose. Give it a shot. Nice job here by the hands team recovering. They're going to take over possession.
Here's May to throw it on 1st down. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Well, fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up 2nd down.
So I actually really like the concept of the pass play, and I think if we see a little bit better pass protection, even just a second longer, that's probably a completed pass, but I think the pressure just sped his clock up just enough, Mike, that he wasn't able to get that ball exactly where it needed to be.
On 2nd down, it's May. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. They might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
And I like this defensive game plan. When you're going against an elite quarterback like this guy, Mike, you have to get bodies in his face. You have to get him around his feet. You have to move him off his spot. Because if he can sit there in rhythm, on time, comfortable in the pocket, he's going to pick you apart. So it doesn't always have to be a sack, but you have to make him uncomfortable in the pocket. Little miscommunication there, and now brings up 3rd down. It just doesn't appear that the quarterback and the wide receiver were on the same page on that last pass.
And the Patriots ready to kick it
formation for
away.
the Patriots.
As they'll say no to the long field goal and hope to pin them deep. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback and will come out to the 20-yard line.
Ready. Watching Oscar.
On 1st and 10, here's Tua. And that ball intercepted. It's Christian Gonzalez. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
The first down pass. Intercepted. The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
What's that? It is crazy, 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 crazy.
To throw on 1st down is May. He's got it inside the 5. And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play. The extra point now for Borregales. The kick is good. And the Pats will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter.
30.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. Here's Eskridge now to return it. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over.
At their own 23-yard line.
Wilson on 1st down. He's going to air this one out, looking for Hill. And this will be incomplete. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill there. And it'll bring up 2nd down. Throwing is Wilson. The pressure there got to him. He's hit as he threw it. And that pass falls incomplete.
And the story of the game has really been the inability of the offensive line to keep this pass rush away from the quarterback. And it's a big reason they find themselves here trailing in the 4th quarter. So as they turn to this passing game to try to mount a comeback, they've got to do a better job protecting the quarterback.
Throwing on 3rd down, Tungo Bailoa. Now a screen set up for Achane. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down.
Anytime you call a running back screen, the key is the relationship between the offensive line and the running back. They have to be in sync perfectly to set up the big play. That wasn't the case here on 3rd down. He gets tackled short of the sticks.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. He's going to look deep for Tyreek. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead. So it's a win for the Patriots. They get the home victory.